Stay true to yourself. 100%. Stay true to yourself. You have to. And when I say that, I mean stay true to yourself. Don't compromise. Don't take no for an answer. Straight up. Yo, this Mev The Renegade. LY Talks. We in here.
Let's get right into the $1 million question.
Let's go ahead.
What's one piece of advice you tell yourself one day before jumping into the game that you know now?
Stay true to yourself. 100%. Stay true to yourself. You have to. And when I say that, I mean stay true to yourself. Don't compromise. Don't take no for an answer. Straight up. So really both of those answers combined into stay true to yourself.
Some advice,
100%.
What are some situations that you've been through or that you've lived that make you think this advice would be so critical?
Business decisions, deciding who to sign to, who not to sign to. If you want to take a deal, not take a deal. Even going into like production or like your sound. Like, okay, hey, yeah, we got this placement, but hey, these guys got that placement, and they just went gold twice as fast as we did. Like, hold up, they doing something we not doing? It's like, no, stay true to yourself. Do what you're doing. They love you for you. Don't try and be them. Always be the best version of yourself. 100%.
That's definitely tough in this game because, you know, it's pretty much a game where at all times you're trying to look at somebody's accolades and see what they've kind of been doing, and like they're always kind of, you know, being flashed in front of you from whatever. There's multiple ways, and we see it every single day. Instagram, real life, like, you know, like there's a lot of ways, but it's like how hard. It's easier said than done to try to focus on yourself. 100%. You know, that's a daily struggle. You have to, but I feel like I'm glad you said that because even on social media, and one thing I don't know, people who are close to me who know me. On my Twitter, I always troll. Like 90% of the time, I'm trolling. But like for instance, let's say Instagram, you see all these producers posting plaques, and it's like the other day I was like, yo, plaques don't equal money. Don't be deceived. Like it's personal situation. I'm not talking about nothing that I heard. It's what I seen. It's like I'm homies, like friends, like, yo, bro, here I got you. I'm gonna let you hold $20 because I'm yo, nigga, you double platinum, but you don't have it right now. Like, you know what I'm saying? Especially in today's industry, it might be a year before you get paid for a placement if it's your first time. You know what I'm saying? If your business ain't right, lawyers ain't right, you're not seeing that check for a whole year. So, you know what I'm saying? Real talk. Yeah, no, that's very true.
Real talk. But now you gotta stay true to yourself, and it's like, you know, at the same time, it's like, cool, I understand. I think for me, the biggest example of staying true to myself is I never signed a pub deal. I don't want to sign a pub deal. I'm not gonna do it. Personally, I'm not gonna do it. Right? But I'm in a different position now. I own a publishing company myself. I publish my producers and I own my production company. So it's like, yeah, of course I would do a deal for them. Of course let me get my homies this bag. Yo, they need that. They deserve that. They work hard. Me personally, I don't want to do it. So I went the other route and I did my admin deal. So that was me staying true to myself. You know what I'm saying? I retain my ownership and, you know, I can audit myself if I want to. You know what I mean?
Definitely. So, 100%. That's something that, to be honest, there's a lot of people in this game that they don't have the ability to say that. You feel me? And that's.
But a lot of people don't because they don't have the knowledge. You have to educate yourself. And I think one thing about my rise and my entrance to the game was being, hey, someone stole your beat. Now I got to educate myself on how to get my ownership back. You know what I mean? It's like, hey, somebody just came through your spot, robbed you for 10 bricks. What you gonna do? You gotta get that back. Like, yo, we gotta get that back. That's how it was. And it was like, yo, how am I gonna get that back? And fortunately I did. So that for me was my education. But I wouldn't wish that on nobody. That's a horrible experience. I don't wish it on nobody. So now it's about educating my guys. Hey, look, no, this happens. No, boom, boom, boom. Like, make sure you got all your ducks in a row. Boom, let's go. It's easy. No questions asked.
But it's true because like you said, like, it's easier said than done trying to, like, you know, be prepared, because it could be that you're prepared looking at this angle the whole time. You get hit from that angle. You can be extremely educated on this angle and then get caught up in something right here.
It's always something.
Like, I'm glad you said it, because it's always going to be something. But as long as you continue to kind of, you know, be learning and growing and trying to understand what it is that you're stepping foot into, that's what the game is. I feel like, you know.
100%. 100%. Yeah, but you know, I think that's why it's incumbent upon, you know, guys like myself to educate. Like, hey, look, like this is what happened to me. I'll tell people 100%, like, yo, this is what happened to me. Like, I'm not telling about what I heard. This is what I've been through.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that was me. I did that. So it's like, don't make my mistake. Like, I did that so you can look at me and laugh. And I can laugh with you because it's funny now.
Yeah.
I already got my money, so I can laugh. You know what I'm saying? I don't want you to have to go through that pain to get your money. Shouldn't be that way. And unfortunately, that's kind of how the game is built. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, we playing with banks. People gotta remember that.
That's another thing.
Doing business with banks.
How do you separate the art from the money? Because, you know, in this industry, it's almost impossible. Genuinely, you know, like you can try and, you know, come from a just genuine perspective, trying to create and stay in the art, but like that business and that money side is there. It's a majority of it, to be honest. So it's like, how do you cope with dealing with that? Or what's like, you know, what's some hints you can give to other people trying to deal with it?
You know, I read a quote, and I don't want to misquote him, just because of who he is. In the game, but it was a quote by Quincy Jones, and just paraphrasing his words, he basically said, you go into the studio to make music, and the moment you think about money, as far as like, hey, I'm coming in here because I need to make money, or I'm coming here because this session's gonna pay me a lot, like the moment you think about that, you've killed the creativity. And he said like, basically later on in the story, he was like, when he was explaining himself, he was just saying that every time I saw and I worked with myself, whenever we fell into that, it always killed the creativity. Always. That's why you don't see nobody pull out a split sheet in the middle of a session. Come on now, like that's you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like that's almost like you trying to talk to a girl and your homie's like, hey bro, yo, you remember that one time? Like what? Yo, my man, like you serious right now? You know what I'm saying? But now as far as coping with it, it's really. Is really just finding, you know, we spoke off camera about, you know, like the Ace Hood Statement 2 records. It's really just finding those zones and staying in that zone and staying focused and not letting all that outside nonsense distract you from the creativity. Because at the end of the day, you gotta remember this: your creativity is what fuels the train. So if you cut that off, you're not going nowhere. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? It's like, yo, like you, and then you gotta think about this. It's people who I work with who, because of their creativity, they're able to feed their families. You know what I'm saying? They're not making beats thinking about that, but it just so happens that that's the byproduct of their creativity. You feel me? It's like, hey, cool, yeah, I know, but hey, at the same time, I'm having fun. So I was like, I told somebody, I said, I feel like my career came full circle because I started in the game. I was having fun. I was making beats with my friends, and I was having fun. And I feel like I'm doing that again. You know what I'm saying? I just have. Yeah, of course, I grew. I still got the same friends. I still make music with some of them. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, you know, my friends now, it's like, hey, we cool with making music. You know what I'm saying? It just so happens that we're good at it, and you're at the level we're at. You know, thank God it's a blessing. But just getting back to that zone for me, creatively, I'm like, oh man, I feel like a kid again. Like, oh, let me do this, and let me do that, and let me try that. Matter of fact, I remember when I made that one beat that one time, it's like, you know, now I feel like I'm going to the studio and it feels like a job. You know what I'm saying? The moment you make it feel like a job, it's over. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's really where Quincy was coming from with that.
What are some of these tools that these modern day producers are blessed with that you wish you had the first day you started producing?
YouTube. Period.
That's the answer.
Period. I wish. Man, what? There's so many things that I've learned just off YouTube. And I'm just like, yo, I've been using FL Studio since 2001. I've been using FL Studio. It's a long time. I'm talking about 21 years now. It's a long time. I don't even think about it like that. I'm like, damn, it's 2 decades we use this one program. So I've been using that long. I'm on YouTube still. I'm on YouTube right now. Teach myself something new in FL Studio. And it's like, yo, like, I never thought to use it that way. Like, I'm all used to using it one way. So if I would have had YouTube even 10 years, maybe 15 years ago, if I would have had that, like, bro, like, my mind, like, and it's not even about having YouTube, and it's shout out to the content creators who are making these videos and breaking it down and showing you different ways. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like, because really they're just showing you different lines of thinking. Like, okay, cool, it's a million ways to skin a cat. We all know that. But show me the ways. You know what I'm saying? I have my way, and it's like, okay, cool. Let me incorporate a little bit of what he's showing me over here, and that stuff like that's like, yo, okay. Now I'm starting to my sound is evolving. It's the same thing like, you know, when producers link up and, you know, producers are linking up and it's like, yo, let me see how you made that beat. And it's like, yo, you trying to get some sauce for yourself, you feel me? But it's now I have access to a million producers because of the internet, because of YouTube, and seeing their process. You know what I'm saying? So YouTube 100%. That's such a blessing. Take advantage.
What are some of your favorite moments that you've been able to live because of this whole music shit?
Favorite moments. There's one that sticks out of my mind. But I've definitely the Kanye session. That was iconic for me. Just being a fan of Kanye as an artist, Kanye as a producer, and where he was musically. He had just come off of Fantasy. He just came off that album and they were working on Watch the Throne. So just working with him during that time was just like, I think about it now, I'm just like, yo, look, nigga, you was blessed, nigga. You was there, nigga? What? Nigga, he played you hand? Like, what? That's crazy to me now, just as a fan, you know what I'm saying? What else? Man, just a lot of dope sessions. Just seeing like records being created. A lot of dope sessions. Asa sessions, cause it's like, bro, like that music, you felt that music. You know what I'm saying? Like that, we knew we were onto something special for sure. But yeah, definitely the Kanye session was like, you can't top that. I'm not even gonna sit here and try to play myself. You can't top that.
You know, over the next 5-10 years, what are some moments you really look forward to making happen?
I want to retire. I ain't gonna lie. I want to retire actively producing. I still make beats, but it's like, you know, that's like my spare time. I just want to be busy I already am busy, but it's like, I just want to officially be like, you know what? But I don't want to retire till I get another one. I want to get another one, get in my mom. I want to do that. Like, yo, here, boom, thank you. I'm done. I know you don't let me do it anyway. Here you go. I'm done. Hang it up. Jersey, here you go. Thank you. But still, I got my guys. You know what I'm saying? So just still mentoring them, helping them sharpen up their swords and, you know, do what they do to the highest level. Yeah, man, that's really it. I really just focus on them. I ain't gonna lie. That's like it's almost I feel like it's more rewarding for me seeing them get placements. It's like yes, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. It makes me feel like back in the day when I used to do that. It's like, man, yes, he got one. All right, cool. Like, yo, they like you. All right, cool. We're good. All right, you're golden. You know what I'm saying? So, but now like it really just taking pride in enjoying that, and then really just figuring out how to expand that and, you know, just help more people. You know what I'm saying? Really, for me, that's what it is. It's really just being able to help. So, you know, I was able to do a little, and that's another thing. I don't get no musical background, man. Like, it's all off muscle, 100%. So if I can do it, I know you can do it because I see you play keys. Like, I know you can do it. So yeah, for sure.
Mm-hmm. Who are some like local artists or producers you want to give like a shout out or some recognition to?
Man, and see, I can't even consider them local artists because they were a wide with it already. But nah, local producers, I definitely have to give it up to my man Shane for sure. My man Shane 808 definitely be killing it. For sure. I just love his story. Yeah, matter of fact, y'all gotta get him for sure. Let him pop his shit for sure. But nah, Shane 808 for sure. Nah, he's the one. He's the one for me. He's like my number one out the gate because he, you know what I'm saying, he's already, I feel like he won record away. That's really it. And then the world's gonna be like, oh, that's who you're talking about? You know what I'm saying? So he's really the one for me. As far as, man, it's crazy because I'm thinking it's like all the local artists that I want to shout out, I can't even call them local artists, but, you know, shout out Big Homie Finesse, of course I have to. Big Homie KJ, I have to. You know what I'm saying? For sure. Yeah, man. Shout out to everybody in Miami. I feel like Miami not getting no love like we need to. They stop playing with us, man. For sure. Stop playing with us.
Yeah.
Stop playing yourself. Y'all know we do this. Good to see Kanye and Khaled back in the studio too. Definitely good to see that, by the way. Love that.
You got any final remarks and then some stuff that we could see coming soon from you?
I don't really like talking too much, man. Y'all gonna see.
I
I don't really like talking too much no more. Cause it's like
that's an answer right there.
You know what I'm saying? I don't like talking too much because it's like, ugh. I mean, you see it. I don't like talking too much, but it's very exciting. It's very exciting, and when I am able to like talk about it and share more of the exciting developments, there will be definitely news to follow. But as far as final remarks, just taking really back to the beginning, stay true to yourself. You know what I'm saying? Don't ever feel like you gotta go outside yourself and be something you're not. Don't ever compromise yourself for anybody or anything. 100%. Always be you. It's Mev. LY Talks. Out.